Hey, it's Mr. Bailey. We're back again after 5 weeks. I hope you guys have been doing all those activities I've been sending to you guys. Today, got the family again today. We're going to do some Star Wars yoga. They go ahead and they've dressed up in their Star Wars gear. We got the little one here also. He's Chewbacca. Actually hides me, but he's Chewbacca. We have Kira, who are you? Padme, Matthew, Han Solo, Kieran, Ray, Maddie, Princess Leia. So, have fun today. If you get tired, get a drink real quick, then come back and start doing the yoga also. Again, I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you guys. And let's go ahead and get started. Afterwards, we'll go ahead and do like a 10-minute where I'll come on live and see you guys. Go ahead and watch the video. We're going to keep popping in every once in a while. You hear me say a couple things during the video, but you're going to see us doing as you guys are doing also. So let's go ahead and let's get started.
Everyone, welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jamie and this is your place for yoga, stories and fun. It's easy. Just copy the moves I do and enjoy the adventure. Now we always start in the same way, and that's by sitting on our bottoms, crossing our legs and bringing our hands together at our hearts and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Now we're ready to begin. And today we've got a special adventure. We're doing Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Episode 7. That's why I've got my Rey hair. Now our story begins 30 years after the last remaining Jedi, Luke Skywalker, has disappeared. He's gone into hiding. Let's come into our hiding pose. Coming onto your knees, everyone, and tuck yourself up into a tiny little hiding ball. Shh, no one will find you here. Shh. Now, the First Order has risen from the evil galactic empire, slowly lifting your body up, your arms coming forward, all the way up and to your hips. They want to destroy the New Republic, which is protected by the Resistance. Let's blow a raspberry to the sky. Well done, everyone. Stepping one leg forward and tucking your back toe, lifting yourself up. Now, Princess Leia is in charge of the Resistance. She's the general, bringing your hand to your head. She is looking everywhere for her twin brother, Luke Skywalker, turning your body to face the other way and bringing your other hand on top now. Where are you, Luke Skywalker? We need your help to defeat the First Order, lowering your hand to your hip. Princess Leia sends her best pilot, Poe, in his X-Wing aeroplane to Jakku to find a map to find Luke. Coming into aeroplane pose, down onto 2 knees. Take your arms out wide, drop down onto one hand and wave at the sky. Bring your foot in front of your knee and shoot your back leg out behind you, going all the way to Jakku. Coming onto 2 knees again, arms out wide, drop down onto the other side and wave at the sky. Bring your foot in front of your knee and shoot your back leg out behind you, lifting up your hip. He finds the map and he hides it in his droid, BB-8, who's like a little roly-poly egg. Sitting on your bottoms, everyone, hug your knees. We're going to be roly-poly eggs, just like BB-8. Now tuck your chin in, and after 3, let's roll all the way back and all the way up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoop! Whee! Wow, well done. Just as they're about to leave, Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers spin into land on Jakku. Coming up to stand, take your feet wide and your arms wide and begin to spin. They're looking for the map as well. They want to find where Luke Skywalker is. Letting yourself come to a stop. Now, Kylo Ren is the son of Han Solo and Princess Leia, but he was turned evil by the leader of the First Order, Snoke. Let's come into pirate pose to be Snoke, standing with your feet together, coming up onto one leg, making your fingers all craggy and your face all scrunchy like you're a bad Snoke. Arrgh! Standing nice and tall. Now, Kylo Ren wishes to be as powerful as his grandpa was, and his grandpa was Darth Vader. Let's do a couple of Darth Vader breaths. Crisscross your fingers, put them underneath your chin, and lift up your elbows to breathe all the way in. Here we go. And a big Darth Vader breath to the sky. And again, breathing in. Darth Vader breath to the sky. And lowering your arms to the side. He even wears a black mask, just like Darth Vader did. Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers capture Poe, the pilot, and they tie him in a knot. Let's come into knot pose. Sitting on your bottoms, legs out long. Now bend in one of your legs and stretch your arm up high. Reach it all the way forwards and wrap it around your leg. Now see if you can take your other arm and take it around your back to find your fingers. Now you're in a right knot. They tie him up in a knot even tighter on the other side. Let's switch sides now. Stretching your legs, bring the other leg in. Take your arm up to the sky and reach it all the way forwards. Now take it round your leg and wrap your other arm round your back to find your fingers. Oh, help! I'm in a right knot. And so Poe tells Kylo Ren where he's hidden the map. In BB-8, my droid! Luckily, BB-8 has escaped like a little roly-poly boat, coming into boat pose. Sitting up on your bottoms, everyone. Bring up one foot, bring up two. Bring up one hand, bring up no hands. BB-8 zooms along, swerving from side to side. Pew! 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 He's going to miss the laser shots coming from the First Order. But then he finds a friend, stretching your legs out long, sitting up tall. It's a scavenger girl called Rey. Now, Rey is very good at fixing things. She goes to old junkyards and finds old telephones. Like this one. Let's pick up our telephone, everyone. Rey twiddles all the knobs, twiddling your toes. She presses all the buttons. Beep, boop, 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 beep, until it works again. Hello? Yeah, it's Rey here. Yeah, fixed it. Okay, bye. Popping the phone down. BB-8 knows that all will be okay with Rey. Meanwhile, back at the village, Stormtrooper FN 2187 is marching around. Come on, everyone, standing up. Let's march around like stormtroopers. The problem is, Stormtrooper FN 2187, he doesn't want to be a stormtrooper anymore. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like killing people. So he sets Poe, the pilot, free. Jump your feet wide, take your arms wide, coming into your star pose. Together they escape on a stolen TIE fighter. Let's do windmill pose, sweeping your hand all the way across to your opposite foot and reach up with your top arm. Pew! Now switch sides, taking your other hand across, reaching up with your top arm. Pew! And let's go a bit faster. Pew! 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 Coming all the way up to stand. Now, Poe doesn't think that FN 2187 is a very good name, so he decides to call him Finn. But oh no, they crash land, jumping into crouch. Boing, boing, boing. Finn manages to wiggle out, coming onto your tummies, everyone. Hands onto your shoulders, and then wiggle, 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 all the way up. He looks around everywhere for Poe, but he can't see him. So he tucks his toes, lifts his hips to the sky, walks forwards, and then rolls up to stand. And he runs away. Quick! Then he meets Rey and BB-8, and the three of them squat down together, bending down and snuggling your arms in between your legs. They need to miss the shots coming from the First Order. All of a sudden, they spot an old spacecraft that they can escape on, coming into rocket pose, standing with your feet wide, your arms wide. Bring your hands above your head. It's the Millennium Falcon. They jump on board, jumping down to crouch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boing! And then they count down to blast off. Sitting on your bottoms, take your hands behind you. Feet flat, knees bent, and then we're going to lift our hips as we count down from 5 to blast off. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Sitting on your bottoms, taking your legs out wide, take your arms out wide, and we begin to spin around and around as the Millennium Falcon lifts off the ground into the stars. They've done it! They've escaped! Woohoo! But up ahead is a tractor beam. Coming into your tractor beam pose. Lying on your backs, everyone. Stretch your arms out wide and lift your legs up to the sky, pointing your toes. The tractor beam is coming from a much bigger spacecraft, and it draws the Millennium Falcon in towards it, bringing your knees in towards your chest, everyone, and giving them a nice big hug. It's Han Solo and his Wookiee co-pilot, Chewbacca, who's a bit like a giant gorilla. Coming into gorilla pose, standing up, take your feet wide and gently thump your chest as you make your Chewbacca noise. Chewbacca and Han Solo used to own the Millennium Falcon, so they jump on board, jumping down to crouch. Here we go. Boing! And together with Rey and Finn and BB-8, they fly together. Standing tall with your feet nice and long and your arms down long. Take them out wide as we soar up into the stars. Woohoo! As they fly, BB-8 decides to show them the map he's been hiding. Coming into your little dog pose. Down onto your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes. Lift your bottom to the sky. Now reach one of your legs up to the sky and then give it a little waggle. Yes, BB-8 shows them the map he's been hiding, but some of it looks to be missing. Sitting on your bottoms with your legs crossed, everyone. Now, Han Solo explains that Luke Skywalker went missing because he was sad that one of the Jedis he was training turned evil and joined the dark side. That was Kylo Ren. Now they decide to land on Takodana to find a lovely little wise alien lady called Maz Kanata. Let's come into a squat pose, taking your feet wide, lifting your bottom up and snuggling your arms in between. Now Maz Kanata wears goggles on her eyes. So let's bring our thumbs and fingers together and put our goggles over our eyes. Now Maz Kanata tells them that she can get the map back to Princess Leia and the Resistance. While they're there, lowering your hands down, Rey thinks she can hear voices. Let's give our ears a rub, all the way from the bottoms, round to the tops. She decides to go exploring to find out where the voices are coming from. Coming up to stand, everyone. Rey tiptoes. She goes down the stairs. She goes into the basement. And she goes into a secret room. And there, in the secret room, she finds a box. Let's come into box pose. Sitting on your bottoms, everyone. Joining the soles of your feet together. Holding onto your feet. And bringing your head down towards your heels. Rey opens the box up, lifting up your head. Ooh. And inside, she finds a lightsaber. The lightsaber that used to belong to Luke Skywalker. And before him, Anakin Skywalker. Rey picks the lightsaber up out of the box and holds it up. But as she does, she starts to feel all hot and dizzy, like she's really had a bad dream. Ooh. So she puts it back in the box. Ooh. And she closes the lid, lowering your head all the way down. Then she stands up, and she runs out into the forest. Quick! Finn decides he'll hold on to that lightsaber. Rey might need it someday. All of a sudden, the First Order attack Takodana with a big kaboom. Coming into a kaboom jump, everyone. Crouching all the way down. After 3, we're going to do a big kaboom in the air. Ready? 1, 2, 3, kaboom! Oh no, it's Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers. They're still looking for BB-8 and the map. But Kylo Ren manages to capture Rey. Coming up onto your knees, take your arms wide, everyone, and wrap yourself up like you've been caught. Help! He takes her back to the Starkiller base, where he ties her up to a chair. Sitting on your bottoms, crossing your legs, and take your hands behind you, crisscrossing your fingers. Press your knuckles back down into the ground, opening your shoulders. Now, Kylo Ren tries to use the Force to read Rey's mind so that he can see the map that BB-8 showed her. But Rey doesn't let him, because Rey blocks him. She can use the Force as well. And Kylo Ren stomps off in a grump. Then Rey uses the Force to tell the guard to untie her and leave the door open, which he does. Coming into door pose. Up onto 2 knees, everyone. Take your leg out to the side, your arm up to the sky, and open up the door. She escapes, and she closes the door behind her. 2 knees, take your other leg out to the other side, reach your arm up to the sky, and close the door. Yes, she's free, coming up to stand. Now Han Solo, Chewbacca and Finn are rescued by Poe, the pilot. He's alive. Let's get into aeroplane pose, everyone. Down onto 2 knees, arms out to the side, drop down onto one side and wave at the sky. Bring your foot in front of your knee and shoot your back leg out behind you, going... He takes them back to Princess Leia and the Resistance, where they all sit together, sitting on your bottoms. Together they make a plan to destroy the Starkiller base and to save Rey. While they're there, BB-8 finds a friend. It's R2-D2, Luke Skywalker's old droid. Let's come into our R2-D2 dog pose. Onto your hands and knees, everyone. Tuck your toes and lift your bottom up to the sky. The problem is R2-D2 has been frozen ever since Luke Skywalker disappeared. Standing up, everyone. It's time. Han Solo, Chewbacca and Finn get back on board their spacecraft, the Millennium Falcon, coming into rocket pose. Standing with your feet wide, your arms wide, bring your hands above your head. Now slowly folding forwards, everyone. They silently float the Millennium Falcon down into the dock of the Starkiller base. As they stand up slowly, they find Rey! Yay! They're all back together again. Now they get to work planting explosives. Jump your feet together, folding all the way forwards to plant the explosives in all the low places. That's it. Now rolling all the way up. They reach up high to plant the explosives in all the high places. But all of a sudden, Han Solo sees someone that he knows. It's his son, Kylo Ren, standing on a bridge. Coming into bridge pose, sitting on your bottoms, feet flat, knees bent, hands behind you, and lift your bottom up. This is the moment. Han Solo must go and talk to his son. Standing up, everyone. He stands before him and he begs him, please, son, come home. You don't belong in the dark side. Come back to your family. Kylo Ren takes his lightsaber, and with tears in his eyes, he stretches forwards, like he's going to give it back to him. But then at the last moment, he switches it on. He bends his knees and he thrusts it up into his father. Standing up tall, everyone, lowering your arms all the way down, turning to the side. Han Solo falls from the bridge, rolling your head all the way down, folding yourself in half. No! And rolling all the way back up to stand. Chewbacca is so upset that he takes aim, stepping 1 foot to the side, 1 foot back, and bend your knee. Sweep your arms up and out. He fires. Pew! And he hits Kylo Ren. And then he sets off all the explosives in the Starkiller base. Ready to do a kaboom, everyone. Down into a crouch pose. After 3, big kaboom jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Kaboom! Now the Resistance can destroy the Starkiller base. Standing all the way up, Kylo Ren, Rey and Finn climb up to the surface of the planet. Let's climb. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Once they get to the top, they have a duel. But Finn can't defeat Kylo Ren. It's up to Rey. She takes 1 step forward, 1 step back, and she stretches her arms wide as she grabs the Luke Skywalker's lightsaber into her grip. She brings it into her heart and she switches it on. Then she takes her Jedi Warrior 1 pose, turning to the side, bending your front knee, and swoop your lightsaber up above your head. Kylo Ren runs in to attack her, but Rey opens up into her Jedi Warrior 2 pose, and she defeats him. All of a sudden, the planet begins to crumble and crack. They need to escape, so they jump back on board the Millennium Falcon, jumping down to crouch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boing! Now the Resistance celebrate the defeat of the First Order. But back home, Princess Leia on her knees, with Chewbacca and Rey put their hand on their tummy, their hand on their chest. They feel sad about the death of Han Solo. But as they rest here, R2-D2 suddenly wakes up, coming into your dog pose, everyone. Onto your hands and your knees, tuck your toes and lift your bottom up to the sky. He opens up his secret compartment, lifting up your leg all the way up to the sky and bending it over the top. And look, he's got the rest of the map that will lead them to Luke Skywalker. Rolling up to stand, everyone, walking your hands back. Rey takes big steps across planet Ahch-To. Big step. And again, big step. Stepping back. She comes to the cave, standing with your feet wide and your hands above your head, where Luke Skywalker has been hiding. Then turning to the side, down on 1 knee, out of respect to the most senior Jedi, Luke Skywalker, Rey lifts and hands him back his lightsaber. Slowly lie yourself back now. Rey's mission is accomplished. We take our arms and our legs down long, and we rest our bodies here. What an adventure. What a story. And from that story, we learnt that real power lies not in fighting, but in how well we know ourselves and how well we understand others. We learn about ourselves by understanding what we're afraid of and learning ways to help ourselves when hard feelings come up. When we can breathe, we can be calm. And we can focus exactly on what we need to do. That's where real power lies. So listen to your body. Steady your mind, and the force will be strong in you. Slowly we wiggle our fingers, we wiggle our toes, and we bring our knees into our chest as we give them a nice cuddle. We roll over onto our side and we push ourselves up to sit with our legs crossed just as we started and our hands together at our hearts. And we finish with our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Wow, well done, everyone. Thanks for doing Star Wars The Force Awakens with me. You were amazing. I hope you come back soon for another Cosmic Kids adventure. Bye-bye.